For my final project, I visited Kim's International Market here in Murfreesboro. This location mainly represents Asian cultures, especially Korean and Japanese influences. So I thought it would be a really good place to explore for a cross-cultural experience. I chose this culture because it's very different from my own background, and I honestly don't have much direct experience with Asian cultures outside of a more Americanized food or media. I wanted to come somewhere more authentic, where I could actually see everyday products and get a better understanding of what the culture is like in a real setting, instead of just what you see in online or in restaurants. I also wanted to take a step outside my comfort zone and visit somewhere I normally wouldn't go. As you can see while I'm walking around, the store is filled with products that are really different from a typical American grocery store, including snacks, drinks, seasonings, noodles, and ingredients that are commonly used in Asian households. A lot of the packaging is written in languages like Korean and Japanese, which immediately makes you feel like you're in a different cultural environment, even though we're still here in Murfreesboro. One thing that stood out to me is how specific a lot of the foods are. You can tell they're meant for traditional meals or cultural recipes, not just general everyday food. That really shows how important food is to a cultural identity in daily life. In terms of demographics in Murfreesboro, Asian populations make up a smaller percentage of the overall population, around 4 to 6%, based on U.S. Census data. But it is still a growing community. Places like this show that culture is still a present and accessible, even if it isn't the majority. This market kind of acts like a cultural hub where people can find familiar foods, but also where others can come and learn something new, like me. Based on hot versus cold climate concept from class, I would actually classify this culture more as a cold climate culture because it tends to emphasize structure, tradition, and long-term values compared to my own culture, which feels a little bit more individualistic and expressive. This one seems more group-oriented and centered around shared traditions, especially when it comes to food and family. If someone wanted to explore more of this culture locally, they could visit other international markets around Murfreesboro, or even go to Nashville, where there are more diverse restaurants, grocery stores, and cultural events representing Asian and other global communities. Overall, this experience was really interesting because it gave me the chance to see products and a culture I normally wouldn't interact with. It made me realize how much diversity exists, even in places that seem pretty normal at first. It definitely helped me understand the importance of actually experiencing other cultures firsthand instead of just learning about them in class.